Solstice. We're going to get a bunch of buzzes as my wife texts me, answers to things I asked her 15 minutes ago. Um, Once again, I am exhausted. Very, very hot outside. Peak was like 91, 92 degrees, and of course, it felt like whatever that means, uh, about 100 degrees. So it's been an interesting day. It's been busy because it's warm and nice, but it's also been a little slower than a 80-degree warm, nice day would be, I think. Um, Busy enough that it's been hard for me to deal with all these comics. Yesterday, I mentioned we took in loads and loads of trade in. Um, Conrad took all the stuff going to the dollar bins into the back. I took hundreds and hundreds of books. I took hundreds and hundreds of books to make sets out of. I got a dozen sets. I've still got a few hundred comics to go through there might be runs that can turn into sets in the middle of so I really should finish that before we close out for the day. But I'm just kind of, it's hot. The AC in here is pumping away and it's not terrible in here, but it's still warm. And it's tedious. Making sets out of comics that literally came out 6 months ago, means looking at a bunch of other spots with the trade and stuff and the other. So I got through a third of it significantly, and I've looked through it all twice now. I'm just sort of relaxing, hoping more customers come in so that they can distract me and I don't have to do it. There's a lot of things that I've been thinking about the comic industry, about the publishing side of comics that I've wanted to talk about and dedicate episodes to, but I simply can't, mostly because I end up sitting and doing the live stream when I'm tired. Good luck with that. Balarvus, good luck. Anyway, one of the things that I used to do on this live stream, again, we're episode 1260 of the live stream, is I used to do AMAs. People can ask anything specifically about comic retail, comic stuff. But I've realized, as I have conversations with my customers, I really don't know a lot of these things anymore. So much has shifted within our store, what we carry and what we focus on, that I've really lost the thread on a lot of stuff going on in the larger comic market. I don't stay up on Marvel's new announcements. I just order. I look at the books when the order form has them due. So I don't know stuff that they've announced for. Hello. I don't know stuff that they've announced for fall. Customers will come in and go, "Oh, you heard so and so's working on this," and I go, "Oh, really?" And then the catalog will come in, 2 weeks later or a month later. I'll be like, "Oh, look at that, yeah." I just saw that they're doing some crazy, and yet another crazy Power Rangers crossover. I can't remember who it's with. Boom is crossing the Power Rangers over with something like. I was like, "Whoa!" And then I saw that it says it's coming out in September or October, and it was like, "Oh." Not anything I can focus on. So I feel bad, but I really want to launch a live, do one of these where we can really sit and talk about an issue. But the store is located in Long Island, New York. I lived in New York basically my whole life. Yeah, my whole life. It's very interesting when you talk to comic shops and you talk to different stores. Either no one person there knows anything beyond their purview. They're a manga guy, they're the toy guy, they're the card guy, and they don't know anything except one or two. The card guy might read one or two comics that, good to know. I hope that you're doing well there. Or it's someone who does all the ordering and everyone else just sells whatever they have on hand. They don't keep up with anything. The person who does the ordering for the comics, for the toys, they keep up. But, there's places, the Big Bang in Dublin, Brandon Schatz out in Canada in Variant Editions, Brian Hibbs and Comic Experience. These people do massive overview, and what is the time right now? It's a little after 6:30 here in Eastern Standard Time in New York. Hope you can get some sleep, or I hope you got some sleep already. Sorry, it's tiny. Prakash, I hope you got some sleep, or get some sleep. But yeah, it's really something that I feel like I've moved away from. I talk about it in the shop a lot more. I don't know how comic shops work and the comic industry works anymore. I just run our store. It was just Shavuot. Shavuot was last week. Hey, Aiden. I see we got a lot of people jumping in and coming onto the live who don't necessarily follow us. We do have some great videos about comic books up, both in YouTube Shorts and longer videos. We have 2 recommendation videos. I'm working on the 3rd. My day's going. It's going. I was just talking about it earlier. It's hot. I got a bunch of work done, but I don't want to do any more. I know that when I get home in an hour and a half, there's going to be a million things to do with my kids and in my household. So I'm like, okay, if I don't knock everything out of the comic shop right now, it'll give me more energy later, right? So it's worth it. It's a huge game I play with myself. But yeah, overall my day's going okay. Anyway, just something to consider for our regular viewers if you're checking this out later. All right, Prakash, get some sleep. Thanks for stopping in. Something for people to say later. Are there subject matters you'd like me to cover here in lives? We show off books every Tuesday, every Wednesday. We show off all the new books. Every Sunday, I usually talk about the sort of crowd we get in our weekend shopping. But is there a subject matter you want me to actually tackle? Really look at in the lives. You can throw it in the comments later. This is going to be like all the others archived. For those of you jumping in right now, feel free to jump back yesterday, the day before. We have tons of new books this week. And until tomorrow, remember, babies, damn it, you gotta be kind. Welcome